Hi students, my name is Laura Antunez and I am your virtual content specialist for multilingual learners. And today on Unit 8 on Human Impact, Day 19, we are going to talk about the UN Sustainable Development Goals project that your teacher has assigned to you during this Regions Week. On this video, I will guide you through the project just to make sure that you know what you have to do and what your final product should look like at the end of the week. Our question today is, how can you turn your research on your selected UN Sustainable Development Goal into a 2-day project? How can you map out goals and objectives for that project? This is what this video is going to be about. Let's begin. In today's lesson, you will learn about some of the ways that the UN is using a model called MAPS to help countries take action and move their UN SDGs from paper to actual practice and action. You will then return to the goal that you researched in the previous day's lesson and will map out an action that you want to take through a mini project that you will complete in the next 2 days. It is easy to read about the UN SDGs on a website, but how do we actually turn these goals into action? Watch the video below to learn more about how the UN helps countries turn goals into actual action and change, and answer the questions on this slide and the next slide. All right, so take a minute, pause this video, watch the video that you have in here, and come back to answer the questions. Great! So now that you have watched the video, we can answer the question number 1. What is MAPS? So MAPS stands for Mainstreaming, Acceleration, Policy, and Support. Question number 2. What is mainstreaming? Mainstreaming is about making the 17 goals a part of people's lives by including them in national and local policies, action plans, and budgets. The idea behind mainstreaming is that instead of tackling one goal by itself, we just make those goals part of our way of living, and in that way, we may be more successful at implementing them. Once you have completed the rest of the questions from the video, we need to tackle the next part of our project. Based on the research you have done, what are possible actions that you could take to positively impact towards achieving this sustainable development goal? Share in the space below. Take a moment to think about your research and brainstorm ideas that you could possibly use for your mini project. Part 2, exploring the Take Action page of the UN SDG website. The Take Action tab of the UN Sustainable Development Goals that you can find right in here has 3 parts. Explore these sections to get some ideas for what kinds of action project you could do. Pause this video, check the different links that you have right here, get some ideas, and come back to this video once you're done. All right, let's keep going with part 3, introducing the Sustainable Development Goals Action Project Overview. You will be spending the next 2 days designing a mini action project that will contribute to your selected Sustainable Development Goals progress. Your teacher will share a link with you so that you can access the Sustainable Development Goals Action Project Overview Guide. You should review the project's purpose, goals, and expectations. Number 2, types of projects. Number 3, planning your project. Number 4, sharing your project with the class. Respond to the following prompt. What kind of project would you like to do and why? How will you accomplish the project in the next 2 days? Think about it, pause this video, and then come back to it. Now that you have become familiar with your selected Sustainable Development Goal and you have become familiar with these goals' progress and challenges, You are going to pivot to planning out an action that you and your teammates can take to support progress towards this goal in your community. Purpose, goals, and expectations on your UN Sustainable Development Goal project. The purpose of your UN Sustainable Development Goal project is for you to plan and carry out an action mini project that supports progress towards achieving your selected UN Sustainable Development Goal by 2030. This could be through raising awareness of this goal, encouraging people in your community to take action towards this goal, or proposing a longer term project that you or your school or local community could do in the future. Below are some suggestions of different kinds of mediums that you could use for your UN Sustainable Development Goals mini project. Visual or performing arts. You can submit a photo or video. Spoken word. For example, poetry, slam, hip hop, etc. Slide deck, PowerPoint, or Google Slides. Infographic, you can use canva.com or a similar resource. In here, I would like to recommend you to use Book Creator, which is a tool that can allow you for a great deal of creativity. And finally, Padlets. The components of your project are listed below. You will also see them in the planning schedule on the following pages. Remember that to be able to complete a project by a deadline, it's very important that you keep a due date in sight and you are really on top of what component of the project you will need to finish by that deadline. For instance, component defining and planning your action project. You have the description right here, and you are going to set up your own deadline for it. Just write down on this square. For component, carry out your action project. Set up a deadline as well. And finally, for presenting and reflecting on your action project, you should also set a deadline. Deadlines are very useful to keep you engaged and focus on your project. Below, you also have some resources that are going to help you complete your project satisfactorily. Use them and good luck! This is the end of the video today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!